Those of you who've been listening to this program for a while know that I've never really understood why society has such a confused attitude towards drugs. For example, heroin is illegal, and yet we occasionally have counsellors, like the one I live in, the City of Yarra, who set up shooting galleries and say, well, heroin's illegal, but here's a room where you can sit there and inject drugs. Again, it's illegal, but we put containers for syringes in public toilets all around the place, in a sense condoning the very activity which is, of course, illegal. Well, yesterday, a mother of two, a Hampton woman, aged 39, I'll speak with her in a moment, she's experienced the rough end of the stick when it comes to drugs. It's very serious. She put her hand in her letterbox and she was pricked by a syringe. Now, can you imagine how disturbing this is? People who take drugs intravenously are known to carry all sorts of blood-borne diseases. Now, it doesn't mean that if you prick your finger on such a syringe, you'll definitely get them. But the point is this: because we give drug addicts such a confused message about drugs, syringes end up getting spread all over the place. My view is simple. Either we make it legal and we say you do it in your own home and you dispose of them properly, or it's illegal, as it currently is, and we prosecute people properly. We do not provide them with shooting galleries and so forth. We put them in jail, we stop the drugs. But we have to have one approach or the other. We cannot have law-abiding people having to bear the significant collateral damage from drug use. Sylvia Renata is the 39-year-old mother of two who pricked her finger yesterday, and she joins us now. Sylvia, how are you?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Well, look, I'm okay, but more importantly, how are you?
Well, I feel that I am actually recovering from yesterday morning's ordeal. I'm better today than what I was yesterday morning, that's for sure.
How long do you have to wait before you find out whether or not you contracted anything from pricking your finger on this syringe?
Look, the doctor took my blood sample yesterday morning when my neighbour Sarah took me down to Sandringham Hospital for blood tests. It takes, I think, about 3 days. I was told they're going to do an express through Alfred Hospital or something like that. But it's. I think I'm a lucky person because I don't think after speaking to the doctor, she sort of gave me an overview of the chances of me contracting anything, and the syringe was inspected by the sergeant and other policemen, and they're doing an investigation on it. So apparently, from what it looks like, the syringe was not used at all. It was just a very thin, long syringe with a 1 centimetre long needle, which I unfortunately have actually stuck into my hand, which was quite painful. And I was quite shocked by what occurred. And went to my neighbour, got taken to the hospital, got the blood test, just to be sure that I am okay, due to the fact that I do have 2 children, and I think, I'm quite lucky that none of my children have gone to pick up the mail.
How old are your kids?
My daughter is 15 and my son is 12.
Okay, so they easily could have gone and picked up the mail. I mean, they're certainly old enough to do it.
Precisely, Tom, and lucky thing that they don't actually often do that for me. I'm the person who collects my mail predominantly, so I was very, very fortunate that, none of my children have gone to collect the mail.
Tell me, does Hampton have much of a drug problem?
No, not at all. Prior to Hampton, when I was married, I lived in Brighton, and I've been in Hampton for the last 6 years, and where I live, it's a beautiful, quiet area. You only hear the birds, singing in the morning. So I just took my dog down to the beach, Brighton Beach, as I do every morning. And after returning from the beach, I just, simply went down to my letterbox, reached out for my mail. I had my iPhone in my right hand. I went to my door, unlocked the door. I placed my iPhone on my kitchen table. And as I went to transfer the mail from my left hand into my right hand, and the syringe was there, and a needle got stuck right into my hand, which was quite painful. So, yeah, it was a bit of an experience, scary one for that.
Did you remove the syringe yourself from your finger, or did you leave it in there until you got to hospital?
Oh, no, Tom. It took just a couple of seconds. I basically just stabbed myself into my palm, the palm of my hand,
okay.
and I quickly, withdrew the needle, and it was very thin, and only like a centimetre long, and it actually bent as I pulled it out because it was so thin. So, like I said, the doctor has inspected the syringe, and the syringe has been left with the police department in Sandringham with Sergeant Aaron Ferguson, and they have been very supportive. I had no intentions personally to go to the police myself because I thought that I would be dismissed, and the doctor said, look, I would really like you to go and report this. And I said, well, they'll probably dismiss me and say, look, how unfortunate you pricked yourself, picking up your mail. But when I went to the police, like I said, Sergeant Aaron Ferguson was very concerned and supportive, and they interviewed me and they asked my permission if I could allow them to take this to media. And I was under the impression that, it would only go to, like, the local Bayside leader. But I've been flooded with, with phone calls and reporters. So it's been full on yesterday and today. It's been quite tiring.
Oh, I can only imagine. Look, Sylvia Renata, I sense that you are tired, so I won't take up any more of your time, but you are both a brave and an unfortunate person, and obviously I and all the listeners at AW wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom.
Sylvia Renata there, 39-year-old Hampton mother of two, put her hand in her own letterbox yesterday, was pricked by a syringe. She now has up to a 3-month wait to find out whether she's got a blood-borne disease. We can only hope that she does not. It sounds like the signs are good.